Imagine stepping into a world where Earth's atmosphere is so rich with oxygen that life itself seems supercharged. A time when dragonflies with 2-foot wingspans ruled the skies and plants grew to massive proportions. What if those oxygen levels returned? Could this lead to a resurgence of giant creatures? How would humans and ecosystems adapt or struggle? Today we're diving deep into this fascinating scenario. To understand this hypothetical future, we need to go back over 300 million years. During the Carboniferous period, oxygen levels reached a staggering 35%, and they remained elevated through much of the Mesozoic era. This was driven by an explosion of plant life, which produced oxygen through photosynthesis. But the real key was the balance or imbalance of Earth's carbon cycle. Back then, huge forests of primitive trees like ferns and cycads blanketed the planet. When these plants died, many were buried before they could fully decompose, locking away carbon underground. Less carbon in the atmosphere meant more room for oxygen. At the same time, fewer oxygen-consuming processes like wildfires or animal respiration allowed oxygen levels to climb. But today, human activity, like deforestation, industrial emissions and agriculture, disrupts this balance. Could a shift in natural or human processes bring back those conditions? Recreating an atmosphere with dinosaur-era oxygen levels would require a dramatic transformation of our planet's systems. One possibility is large-scale reforestation. Restoring forests and wetlands could increase oxygen output over decades or centuries. Another theoretical approach is geoengineering, using technology to manipulate Earth's atmosphere. For example, encouraging algal blooms in the ocean could lead to an oxygen boost. Natural events could also play a role. Massive volcanic eruptions or shifts in the Earth's carbon cycle might disrupt the balance and cause oxygen levels to spike. However, these scenarios are rare and could bring other unintended consequences like global cooling or warming. More oxygen in the air might sound like a dream come true for humans. At first, it could improve physical endurance, help with recovery from injuries, and even enhance brain function. High oxygen environments are already used in medical therapies today to treat certain conditions. But there's a downside. Long-term exposure to high oxygen levels can lead to hyperoxia, a condition where too much oxygen in the body causes oxidative stress. This can damage cells, accelerate aging, and even harm vital organs like the brain and lungs. Human society would likely have to adapt over generations to these changes, perhaps even with technological solutions to regulate oxygen intake. On a broader scale, more oxygen could create challenges for cities and infrastructure. Fires would burn hotter and faster in an oxygen-rich environment, increasing the risk of catastrophic wildfires. Societies might need to rethink urban planning and fire safety measures entirely. One of the most exciting questions is whether we'd see a return of the giants. High oxygen levels were one of the factors that allowed some prehistoric insects to grow to enormous sizes. Creatures like Meganura, a dragonfly with a wingspan of over 2 feet, thrived in the oxygen-rich Carboniferous period. However, modern ecosystems are different. While some animals might grow larger over generations in response to increased oxygen, others could face new evolutionary pressures. Mammals, for instance, rely on more complex respiratory systems, which might limit how much they could benefit. Still, the idea of supersized animals capturing the skies or seas again is a tantalizing possibility. The environment itself would undergo dramatic changes. Higher oxygen levels would accelerate plant growth, potentially leading to denser forests and faster crop yields. But this could also throw ecosystems into chaos. Species that thrive in oxygen-rich environments might outcompete others, leading to a loss of biodiversity in some areas while creating new opportunities in others. For humans, this could be a double-edged sword. Agricultural booms might feed a growing population, but the disruption to ecosystems could require extensive management to prevent ecological collapse. In the long run, a high-oxygen world would likely look very different from the one we know today. Humans might adapt with new technologies like controlled breathing systems or oxygen-resistant materials. Meanwhile, ecosystems would evolve, creating a new balance of life that could be both beautiful and unpredictable. So what would happen if Earth's atmosphere returned to the oxygen-rich conditions of the dinosaur era? It's a world of exciting possibilities and daunting challenges. From the resurgence of giant creatures to the reimagining of human society, this what if opens a window into the power of Earth's natural systems and their ability to shape life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments what if scenario we should explore next. See you next time.